If you are a beginner using ESP32, it is very much difficult to understand from where to start. And in this video, we are going to understand how can you start playing with ESP32CAM board, and we are going to understand how to program it and how to start using its camera. Let's begin. Hi, my name is Amit and welcome to my channel. With this video, you have the download link in the description box, and when you download this, you have 3 folders within the download, and I mean like 2 folder, 1 file, and here this file says that you have to have a library, because Arduino, when you go onto Arduino and if you want to search libraries, you will not find any library for ESP32 directly. So what can we do this to have a library for ESP32? So it expects that this is a third-party library and it could be downloaded from the respective location. So that's when this link comes into picture, and here you just need to copy this. Let this open up. Yeah, so you have to copy this. So here I just copy this, and you have to go onto your Arduino IDE, and let's close this library one. Here we go on file and preference, and within preference you are going to put that link. So here we have put this link, right? Here we have to put this link. Only then you could be able to search the library within the Arduino. Okay, so I've just put the link in here into this additional board manager. Okay, so that it will find the board. So you have to go on to this board manager, because you have to have that board downloaded on the Arduino. And here we come on board. Here are the libraries. So we first have to download the board. So here I come on the board and I type ESP32, and the first link that you get here, you have to install that. Okay, that is ESP32 by Expressive Systems. So you have to install this, and this as I've installed it already, so I need not have to install it again. So first of all, you have to have this library, this board available, and then you can start playing with the code. And anyway, I have given the code as well within the download link. Here you get the code of web server, camera web server, where we have a web page ported on the ESP32, and on top of that you have controls to change the settings of the camera, and that's what we are going to see this in this video. And you have got circuit as well, right? This is the fritzing circuit, and the circuit shows like this. I've connected the same connection on my breadboard. So here is my breadboard, and this is the power supply for my breadboard. Here is my CAM32. CAM32 is connected to USB to serial converter. So this goes to my USB of the laptop, and here I would be able to program this ESP32 with with my Arduino application. So with my Arduino application, I would be able to program it. Let's close this. Okay, so here is this code which I have given you, and here there will be some settings to be done if you have if you are new in this. Okay, if you open this code with the example settings, you have to do some modifications. Let me show you what modifications you have to do. And first of all, let's connect our power supply to the board, and let's see. It should show the board over here, and then we'll see. Then we'll also understand which board to select from the settings from the boards. Right, so you have to be shown like this, because by default Arduino comes with Arduino AVR boards. So here are the normal boards that you'll find, but when you install Expressive library boards, so you will also see this folder. This is the another application which you might have seen in the earlier video. Okay, when we were using ESP32 but ESP8266, but here we are going to use ESP32. So ESP32 need to be installed. So once you install that, you will see all these boards over here, and let's see how can we use this. Let's connect our power supply to the board, and let's start using it. So to see the connection, the same connection, that's what we have here in this diagram. We are going to have same connection as that of this circuit. Okay, and this wire, if you could see, let me show you like this. So here is this our USB to serial board, where RX goes, board of this pin of this RX goes to TX, and TX goes to RX of ESP32 board, and this wire is particularly connected to ground, and this is to be connected to ground only when you program it, and when you are in the run mode you have to take this off. So what I'll do is I'll connect this, that is IO0 to the ground when I'm going to program this. Okay, and when I have to run this, I'm going to delete this. Otherwise, let's say I make it open. Okay, I make it open like this. So the same connection I'm going to do on the hardware, and the power of this ESP32 board is again given from the 5-volt supply, and the same connection is done on the hardware. So let us see the hardware. So here we could see that this board, this IO0 is connected to ground in here with this white cable, right? And the RX and TX pins are connected to the USB to serial board, and we have the power supply for USB to serial board, and as well here we have power supply for USB to TTL board. Here we have power supply for CAM board, and RX TX pin is connected, and this is my cable, USB cable, which I'm going to connect, and then it shows me a COM port, and I'm also going to use this battery power pack to the as the power supply for this board, and let's connect this up. Let's power this up, and let's program with our Arduino. So I have the code available. Okay, so I have powered it up, the board, the ESP32, and also connected the USB to serial connector. So let's see if I have my USB to serial connected. How can we check that? Let's go on to device manager. Yeah, so it shows me COM2 connected. So let's close this up. Now we are going to select our board, and we are going to understand where can we find this camera web server application, and anyway you have this with the download, and here you go on to the boards, then ESP32, and then you have to select the board, respective board over here, and I'm going to select this ESP32 development module. So here I click that, and it will set up the board settings for me, and we are going to understand what board settings you have to keep to program this. So let's check that out as well. So here you could see that now it shows me ESP32 development board is selected. So there will be quite a lot of settings here, and first of all you need to select the port number, whichever it was showing you. Here it shows me COM2, so that at this port it is going to program our ESP232. So here is the setting, that is COM port. I select this COM port 2. Yeah, so COM2 is connected. So I will be able to program my ESP32 with this COM port. Here are few settings that you have to keep in mind. That is when you go on to here, core debug level, you first of all it will be shown to none. If you keep it on debug, you will get extra messages when you start playing with the hardware. So it's quite good to have this debug on. And otherwise, if you have anything problem with the communication, you can try and reduce the speed of downloading the code into hardware. When I started using this, I could see that there was an error of your program is exceeding the memory. That was an error. When I looked into the error, I could see, many people were saying like you should use different partitioning systems over here. So I tried doing all of these settings, but I don't feel that this was the problem for me, because there was some another issue, I don't know what. But if you really have that particular problem, you can try and reducing this partitioning schemes to this minimal, to the no OTA. So if that works for you, that's great, but for me it didn't work. So I just restarted my system, I don't know why, but it worked. So, and that's a point for you as well. Now in here, when you go on to once you have selected the board, right, once you have the selected board, right, so you can go on to the files, and in file, yeah, so this was as I was talking about, that ESP32 and COM2, it need to be shown on one single tab. So here I go on to the examples. Here you will see the ESP232, and here this is the camera application. And when you turn this, when you click on this, you will see this application coming up, which I have already given you in the folder. So if you are starting it from scratch, you could go by this method, but you have already code available, so you need not have to do anything. So actually, if we go that way, here you will see that it by default shows this connection, that is model rover kit, but I am using this camera model AI thinker. So I have selected it now by default, and here next you have to do few router settings. So here it is going to ask me about this SSID and password. So I have put my SSID and password. I'm going to blur this out because of the security, and but you have to put your SSID instead of this, and password instead of this. Okay, so whatever you see as star, here in between you will put your SSID, and here you will put your router's password, so that whenever it powers up after programming, it will start connecting with the router, and you will be you will have this board online, right? So we are going to check this out, and let's see. So I have this programmed already, so I'm just going to download the code in here. Now if you could see that there is not to do much for us as the beginner. So here I am not modifying any of the thing. We'll modify it in some later projects, but for now I'm just going to start it up, and let's see how can we configure this. So I have this program available. Now I'm going to just burn that code into the ESP232. So here we have this upload button. First of all, make sure that you have COM2 connected, board selected, and then you can program this. Okay, so I'm going to click on the compile, upload and compile. So it is going to compile me there. So you have to make sure that your IO0 is connected to ground. Here I have this IO0 connected to ground, and so we'll program this. Okay, so here I go and click on ESP upload button. So it will start compiling. It will take some time because of the size of it. I don't know why, but let's wait until it compiles and downloads the code. Okay, here is the error that we have. It shows that COM2 is not connected. So you have to deal with this. You have to do it 1 or 2 times better because I don't know. It shows me connected. It is connected, but yeah. So let's see on the COM port. Yeah, on COM port I could see that it is also connected with COM port. When I investigated further, I got to know that due to some problem, my driver wasn't working, and that's when I came here on Device Manager, and I saw it is not showing me driver. So right click, update driver. I was having this driver file, so selected that from the location. Here I also want to select the respective version that I have. but any version will work for you. It doesn't matter if this is the same problem that you might face. And just select any one of it. I'm selecting the first, and next. Now it will show me a driver again. Now for this particular instance, it is showing me COM10. Doesn't matter, earlier it was showing COM2. We are okay with it. Just we need to make sure I am just disconnecting it. It should go away, and I am now connecting it back. Yes, so I'm sure now this COM10 is connected, so I'll start with the program. Click the upload button. Now here is the another difficulty, because these hardwares, until they work smoothly, they will give us a trouble. So here I faced the difficulty. There was some hardware concern, so I just powered it off, powered on, pulled it out of the breadboard, then plugged it again. So that's how it worked, and here you could see now the working. Now when you get it working, you could see that it will be writing on the multiple locations, and these are the messages that I get when the download process is going on, and it will be successful in a short while. So we have got this everything programmed, right? So now we will plug and power it on, and we'll start the program. So here is the setup. I have already programmed it, this board, ESP32 board, and I'm just going to set it up here so that we could be able to see the video from here. So I have this power connected to the board, to this power bank, and I'm just going to turn this power on button, and this is going to get connected to my Wi-Fi, because I've already set the credentials, and if you see that this is my cam board, and if when I keep this on up straight, that is when my image is going to be straight. Otherwise, if I make this like this, I will see the tilted image. So I want to see this as the straightforward image, as you see at the background of mine. So I am going to place this towards facing this side, and to keep this up straight, I am going to use this water bottle to hold this up straight like this. So I am going to make this like this, hold it up straight, and I'm going to just power this on. Okay, so once you power this, you have a dedicated IP address set for this, as we have seen earlier, and you just need to type that IP address onto your browser, and a web page is going to open up, and you could be able to see the video. So I am going to go back onto my laptop, and let's see if we could see the video same as that of this. So let's go. As we have our ESP32 board connected to our router, we will be able to check that on our browser. We have a dedicated IP address assigned for it. So as you could see that we have settings available, and we are now going to start our streaming. So here is the option to start the streaming, and we could see that it is showing me the video. So here I have the possibilities to select different sizes. So I'm going to select all the different sizes and check whether my video size get increase or decrease. So I have multiple settings here. We can control the brightness, contrast, saturation, but as of now for this video I am not interested in the setting of all the settings. So once you have connected, once this is powered up, you can check all the settings, you can modify it, and you can use as it is. So as we have seen in this video how to start with this ESP32 board and connect it with the router showing setting its IP address, setting its SSID and password, and then we try to check it out on the browser. So that is it in this video. If you are interested in understanding how can we use ESP232, ESP8266 to control your devices, here is the link for you. And if you like this video, do subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.